Hey guys, Eric with H2 Equipment here in Columbus, Nebraska again. Making a quick video. I thought it was a great setup to kind of show multiple things on an older machine. What you're going to hear from me and from us a lot is cost of ownership. What we have is a lot of people that like to get on auctions. They like to go and buy equipment off Facebook Marketplace. Hey, I went and bought a skid loader. Cool, I only paid X amount of dollars. Cost of ownership does not stop there. You still have to maintain the equipment. You have to go in and service the engine, service the hydraulics, service the chain cases, the axles, all of that costs. It's all a continued cost of ownership. We had a great customer. He's been a repeat customer. Bring his machine in. He knows it's an older Bobcat. He understands that. He goes, hey, I have belly leaks. I don't know what's leaking in there. I have X amount of dollars to spend. Perfect. Okay. Here's what we'll do. We'll tackle the belly leaks. If we can service it and keep in your budget, we will. If not, we'll help you do whatever you need to try and do it yourself. If you want to look at these, yeah, we got 4 hoses we replaced. It doesn't seem like a lot, you know, but this is what happens. And anytime you bring a machine into us and we work on it, feel free to ask us. Say, hey, what did you replace? Can I see that part? Knowledge is power. Educate yourself so you understand what's going on, because otherwise you get big bills from us and you don't understand and then you're mad at us, or with whoever you are using as a mechanic, whoever is doing your repair work. Always feel free to ask and say, hey, explain to me what you're doing, show me what you did, so that way then you know, we got a hose that burst right here but it still had wear on the bottom side. Well, while we're in there, we got hoses that are starting to rub. It's cracked down at the end of the fitting. We got rub back here. We got rub up here, all over there. We're trying to save you downtime. Same thing with this guy. That hose and that braiding's all coming apart just like that. Was this hose leaking? This hose probably was. Some of these other hoses, maybe they weren't leaking yet, but we knew, hey, this customer depends on it for his landscape business, what he does. We're gonna go ahead and take care of it because we are right there. That's the other thing is, with these Bobcats, skid loaders, all of this stuff, it's not a car. You do not drive down a highway and just come up to speed and that's it. No, we have to drive forward, backward. We also have a boom to run, all the implements to run. All that stuff is in a confined, condensed area. How do you get to it? It's a pain in the butt, to put it lightly. This is typically the way a machine comes into us. We have a lot of dirt, debris, grease, and grime, all built up around what we're doing. And I wish I could reach down in there and grab out and show you really what we're pulling out of the bellies of these things. But it's full of nothing but debris. That's all that's caked in here. And we're trying to find 5, 6, 7, 8 hoses. That whole belly is full of it. And I wish I could get down in there and grab it. But it's all this, caked up for about 4 to 6 inches on the very bottom of it. This is why it costs so much to own equipment. The cost of ownership does not stop just because you wrote the check and got it for a great deal on auction. Another big thing, which they're on order, we are replacing them. For you guys with the good eyes, look at our hydraulic cap, our fuel tank cap right there. This happens a lot. You know how many rags, gloves, everything else we've pulled out of fuel tanks? All of a sudden, hey, my machine won't run. Especially you guys that have operators, because they don't like to fess up to anything. We drive over the cap, we leave it lay on the ground when we were filling up and drive off, and then all of a sudden we got to come out, hey, we're starving for fuel because something like that's in the tank. Yes, we have new caps on order. Same thing up here with the hydraulic tank. That cap was left off. Now we're letting moisture in the system. We pull a hose and it's full of milky oil, and this customer understands, he gets it. The biggest thing is it does not stop at the point of sale. You have to reinvest into your equipment. That is called cost of ownership. If you don't want to pay the constant cost of ownership, there's plenty of places to rent from. We rent equipment. We have plenty of other places around our local surrounding area to rent equipment. There's a big reason why we do what we do. But the biggest thing is we want to be transparent and we want you guys to know, hey, it's expensive. Hey, this equipment's a nightmare to work on. So if I'm not mechanically inclined, it might not be the best investment for me to go buy that piece of auction equipment. Might be cheap up front, But on the back end, we don't know what we're getting into, because then you're coming in and you're getting mad at me because I have to be Dr. Death when I hand you a big bill. Hey, we're all in this together, guys.